So let's get this party started, huh?
Welcome everybody. We have an amazing.
I'm not gonna smash the guy too much, but let me allow me to be your guys' Sherpa for a little bit. It's gonna get rocky. Remember, I just got out of demonology in the Catholic Church, esoterica over here about man and woman, electron, element, particle, mathematics, A. Well, you're already compromised that you have letters. No. Marshmallow. Okay. Inside of here.
The mathematics of the pyramid in Egypt, and also to another fascinating code.
Well, of course it would. It's like the processors at Tesla.
So
of course they're going to be limited to this. 5'9", 140 pounds. Yeah, all right, so 150 pounds. 5'9". If I don't have a scissors lift, I'm going to have to build one. Go get your 3D ZBrush.
Presentation, we're going to call it the True Da Vinci Code, Vitruvian Man, Decoded. So it's in 3 parts. The squaring of the circle.
I could give a damn about the energy conspiracy about the fucking pyramids, honestly. The denial over there ain't running like it used to be about the energy transmission of all of this, not to mention fallen civilizations, the cult of the skull over here, on farming seed, okay, whether it's a carrot seed or an avocado, guess what? Calculus. Guess what? Calculus.
Part 3 is the pyramid maths, which
alright, so when you get into letters, they're all ones and zeros in positions.
And the golden root. So there's the 3 parts again with a little bit more information, and we're going to go through them very carefully. So what arises is the
I've been sitting out here for too long to give a shit with no messages. As far as I know, this is open ground to do whatever the fuck I please.
The golden angle over the classic image of the Vitruvian Man. So
alright, so let's get into the code. What these ones and zeros represent inside here.
2 angles, and
alright, big guy.
The secret is that when we overlay the golden angle, the 137.5, which was famous to Einstein.
Well, what is it? What is A? It's a geometry. It's a symbol.
Look what happened.
This is a symbol. Human, this guy, is a symbol. Let's put an A in there, shall we? What do they have in common? The area, how far A will go. E. Yeah, I mean, in the end of this stuff, what is the relative momentum for the direction on this? If it's A in this way for always, then you don't ever leave that singularity. Nothing changes. Vacuum decay. You don't get new science. You don't find out that flies actually aren't some mythology that comes from bodies because of the fucking devil. Instead, it's some numbers that, time has a lot to do with this inside here, huh? Time in different species, they have calculus, they do things, you watch them over the track, they have dl over dt on the system, but you don't know that orientation. You don't even know what part you're dealing with, because A is every other letter. A part, A square, A copy, A slideshow. Now, you get into a little bit interesting with the complex conjugatives, or the verbication that's necessary in here to say this. Well, what is this? This is A. And you can change, arrange that situation any which way you want. Put me in the stone mill, any which way orientated under 0 or 1 from the start of your feet, and then start to graph that out.
Not equal perimeters. So when we're talking about equal areas, to make the radius that we require to make the area of the unit square equal
so back to the Vitruvian,
1 as well, to make the
back to the Vitruvian skid steer here.
Of 1.
Of course I am. I'm just changing the scale out. I'm saying the area here is globular but smooth, and I'm doing it square. But there's different angles to look at this from. That's different parts or equipment or ways to schematic that. You're not going to be able to see everything that's going on in the engine in this. You'd have to micro and macro that. But therefore, it is part of the object as it is. It can't be a tire. That tire? No, skid steer. Can't be anything else. Go replace it. Throw it out of the stone mill. And obviously that would be insanity, right? That would be totally insanity. But as you go through that, Jean Grey, you ASE certify that guy to do polarized cells of Euler's numbers, you're going to get a lot of divergence. But you're going to fill out all those vergence apart. So you're going to say, inside there. I'm going to change out a tire. I'm going to change out the bolts. I'm going to change out all those things. And they're kind of all in the same sector, right? Relative to the ground operation stuff. These jobs are jobs inside of here. You got a mechanic, Vitruvian mechanic, Vitruvian operator over here. What do they do in the stone mill? Between here, that radiant, 3.1459. Depending on which asshole you got dealing with you right now, well, what if I wanted to do just this center mass? Then, well, because the square is more important here than the globular state. Never once will you find a perfect circle, not even the planet out there. There you go. We can tell time off of a Vitruvian man here if he stands on the planet in that spot long enough and casts a shadow. That's going to tell me time. So a person can tell me all kinds of things about time in different form if I have that Vitruvian, if I have that squared circle set up in a straight data compressed line, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, so on and so forth.
So the more we study,
you stretch that thing out, there's all kinds of different things. So it's going to be x, y, and z plus t, 3.1. Now 1 is x, time is 1, time is x. Why? The distance between here to here, that's a time. If I change the momentum x, it changes the time. Now those things are loose lit. There's not like I got to go out there and first go out there and do this once. I have to go out there and time my systems. I have to do them multiple times, and it's true. You know, it's like you're in business, you're fucked up. Some asshole's been telling you shit about the church and all this other fucking horse shit for too damn long. Now, I love the church. I love it for psychology. I think it does the purpose and worth the cost that you put into the collection plate. At least, if anything, in there, I can square that circle if some asshole in there can't pull off the Vitruvian man.
We need to talk a little bit about the life of the Vitruvian man, and I've been
so how about a math class with all the students?
Fascinated why.
You know, what's the radiant inside here to determine what information we do before I beat you like the slaves you are and you do exactly as I tell you? Be a little off, wouldn't it?
At the base of the feet.
Especially when you're only 5'9", 150,
as you
right?
know, Leonardo da Vinci had a mentor, and his name was Vitruvius.
Well, then you can't pull this stuff. What happens next?
Jesus was alive. So Leonardo's teacher was an amazing architect of the highest order.
I had the Ketters. I had all the gremlins and fucking everything else in the grimoire popping out at me because nobody ever fucking gave me one. Maybe I was lucky enough to have one of the masters tell me how to work the saws or deal with whatever variable you wanted in here. But are you ready to hang on to this guy and listen to him? No offense. If I wasn't here, right, you probably would have fell in that black hole and never thought twice about it. Maybe you were studying it, maybe for funsies or whatever goddamn reason. But think about how the ball rolls here. FMA all day.